the week's been good, and I'm just prepping for this coming up week. We've got a quite exciting event to attend this week. I think VeVe's been nominated one of the best New Zealand. I can't remember what award we nominate for.
There's just so many of them.
Legal Dave will know, and the deal was that Dan's going to go up and get his. If we did win, Dan's going to go up and get the award, and we're going to write his speech, and he's going to dress like 007. He's going to go up, go, "Hi, I'm Quarters, Daniel Quarters." Yeah. So.
Awesome. Please film that.
Yeah. So yeah, will be a good week. We've got a table at the award dinner. Some of the VeVe staff will be joining us on our table. So we're looking forward to that coming week, and we'll share with you if we did win anything. But if we don't, we got lots of food and drinks. So either way, it's going to be a fun night.
Is this a black tie event?
Yeah, there's a black tie.
Ah, okay. Yeah. There better be a red carpet and some pictures.
I was. I totally forgot we had the event because there's few other blockchain events around. I'm meant to be attending as well, so it was going to be difficult. Yeah, I think I might just stay in until I think Anaheim for the next few weeks.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, happy Back to the Future Day.
Oh, yes.
I figured we're 7 years into the era where we're supposed to have flying cars. I feel a little cheated, but I guess I got a little bit of a tease with the Back to the Future 2 drop. Have you flown yours around yet, VeVe Magic?
I've seen some amazing.
I haven't yet. No, I had kind of a busy, crazy day, but I was thinking maybe maybe I'll try to do some sort of thing like you do and fly it outside my airplane tomorrow while I'm flying to Florida.
There you go.
Or fly it above Disney World. We'll see.
There you go. Yes, please do, and send that video out. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I actually, so I was at the airport today and busted mine out inside the airport and was trying to fly it. And I hadn't updated my app in a while, so it was glitching pretty hard. It's been 6 or 7 updates since the app update. And mine had a new utility. It had hydraulics. I kept trying to take it off. And it would just bounce on the ground.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yeah, that was the special Ice Cube edition.
Yeah, absolutely. So for VeVe, I know that you guys do set aside some. Did you guys also go for the drops yourselves?
Yeah, I did. I bought mine on the drop. I didn't get a real good mint number, so I might try my luck later on again today if it's not sold out. And I did see someone got 1985 matching number with his other DeLorean.
Yeah. I love him for that. Drop? I hate him for that.
Yeah.
What's the chance of that? That's impossible. One in how many millions, right?
Yeah, I should have ran the numbers before this and said, what are the statistics? But it's got to be 10 to the 12th power at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But good for them.
I guess you have to be on the drop day at the right time to get everything to match the other one. It's amazing. Really
I think I would have fainted if I saw that. I probably would have fainted. That is not possible. How did that happen?
Yeah, he definitely should go get a lotto ticket.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a lightning strikes twice person. Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Good fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Roth, I got a question for you. I don't know if I'm trying to remember. I think Comics and Crypto posted the question, what mint would you prefer? of the year the film came out or the year it was set in for this particular DeLorean?
Oh, for me or for Dave?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No, for you.
For me, I was actually more keen on the 1989, but the Back to the Future cinematic universe is 1955, 1885, 1985, and 2015. So I don't know. I actually CB got the 1885 on the market. He said it had been sitting there for a while and he picked it up.
Oh, wow.
And at first I was like, I don't know, man, that car didn't make it. And I was like, oh, well, technically that car gets struck by lightning and goes back to 1885. So you're not wrong. What about you? What would you be your preferred?
I would have liked the 1985 personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're both super, super good mints, but that would be the one I would want. Yeah.
What about you, David? Would you have gone for 1985 or the movie year it was released?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go for 85 or even 215.
Yeah.
When the clock was turned to 215. Yeah, it would be good. I mean, even today's date would be amazing if you get 2022 on the drop day of that vehicle come to AR.
Absolutely.
Coming onto VeVe today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or even like 1021, October 21st, or 2110. Just all these cool numbers for today. Yeah, and I think one of the streaming services is streaming free to watch on all three movies today.
Oh, cool.
Wait, where is that?
Yeah, I can't remember which streaming service. It could be Amazon. Yeah, or someone doing that free streaming on it.
I mean, I think we're all missing the obvious correct mint number.
What is that?
121.
1, 2.
Okay.
Come on.
Is this an inside joke that I'm missing?
No.
Why 121?
21 gigawatts.
Okay, fair. Okay. That is you got me there with that dad joke. What was I going to say? So on October,
it wasn't really a joke. It was a quote. Like, I'm like,
yeah.
Like, I'm actually serious.
I'm actually serious.
All right, Alex, this is heavy. So on October 21st, 2015, they did a re-release of all three movies in the theater. And it was like a singular screening that you could go see. And that for me was a really special day. I wasn't born yet for when the original film came out. But I have watched the film, until I was 6 years old, and probably watched it every day. But my dad bought tickets for us to go see it. And so it was me and him sitting in these recliner seats in the theater watching all three movies, and it's such a magical experience to see all those movies on the theater screen. It really is. Like, you just can't beat it. Did you guys ever get to see it when it came back around?
No, I don't think we streamed it or some theater here. It's probably was. Just can't remember. But I mean, I watch it regularly. I do put it on. It's like one of the first few films on my Netflix favorite.
Are you allowed to say which of the three is your favorite?
I quite like the second one.
Okay.
This one with the flying one.
Yeah.
It's probably one of my most favorite one, to be honest.
What makes it your favorite?
I mean, if in a way, if Nick, I reckon if Nikola Tesla did invent the electric car back in the early day, we probably will have flying cars by now and things like that. So, yeah, I just really think that movie really pushed the limit to beyond our imagination. Yeah, so it was definitely one of those things I really love, the flying aspect.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see. Well, for me anyway, I believe they're remaking the car. I saw some Instagram posts.
Yeah, that's super exciting. I don't know if you've taken a look at the designs that they have, but as far as I can tell, like, I don't know. It's, for me, it's a little underdeveloped for the new car, mainly because I think Tesla beat them to the market with the gull-wing doors initially.
Yes.
And so it is a very sexy car.
It is.
Yeah. Did you
Is
see
it electric?
So yes, it is electric. I don't know if you saw, but there was a limited run of, I think, like 100 of the original DeLorean cars that were upgraded with electric engines or electric motors. So you can get a version of the car that is electric, the older DeLorean. But I think the range is like 100 miles.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's so heavy.
Yeah, I wonder what the story is with the company that bringing it back. Well, I probably read it somewhere. Was it because they bought the whole warehouse full of the parts and they had the blueprints or something for them to able to bring the brand back? I mean, because I was thought, through the bankruptcy of the company, someone would have bought it or something. Yeah, wanted to know how they bought it back.
So it was purchased. The DeLorean family no longer owns it, but I think they're banking off of the DeLorean hype from Back to the Future, the nostalgia, and the new electric technology that's being implemented for it to be successful. And it does look a lot more like a Tesla car. It does have some hints of the older look to it, some of the classic feel, but it also has that sport car design, right? So I think that's what they're banking on for it to be successful. I have done a little bit of research into this, and it does seem like the family isn't super thrilled on it being out there. I think his daughter is pretty active, or granddaughter is pretty active on social media, and is like, we're not a part of this. Don't associate our name. Blah 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 blah. But the car's still pretty beautiful. I'm not sure if I will buy it, but I will at least read the reviews and see how it does.
It's called DeLorean Alpha 5 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look quite similar to Tesla for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, those initial images when they came out, I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, it is very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is everyone watching the movie tonight, or what's happening in the States?
I definitely will be watching it tonight. I have it on VHS, Blu-ray, DVD, downloaded from Apple, so I'll be watching it for sure. Yeah. VeVe Magic, you're heading out to Disney World tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up some packing tonight, and then I'll be on a plane tomorrow at 10. I'll be over there for a week, so I'm excited.
So it sounds like, from what I've talked to people about going to Disney World, it's not something you can do in one day. You definitely need to take the time, right? I've never been.
Yeah.
I'm really wanting to go, but I've never been. So what's like the proper amount of time to go to Disney World?
I mean, people park hop, but like it's different, right? Like in California, you literally just walk across the promenade to the other park. You have to like get on a boat or like a bus or like have actual transportation to get to the other parks. But some of them don't require all day. Like Animal Kingdom is like a half day park. But like Magic Kingdom, I would definitely do a full day. And then like I like Epcot being a full day just because it's super experiential. Like you want to experience all the food and go to every country and spend time going in all the shops and seeing all the, items that, you can buy that represent the different countries that you're visiting. We already talked about drinking around the world. So like I like to give each park personally a full day, even if I don't use the full day. It's too stressful to park hop over there, in my opinion. So I'm going to go to the 4 parks. And so I'm doing a separate day for each park.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you guys been?
It's a beast.
Yeah. Alex, have you ever been to Disney World?
I have not. I mean, well, I have, but I was way too young to remember it. So I have not been as an adult, no.
Are you a Disney fan? Do you like the movies and theme parks?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, growing up in Southern California, it's kind of just part of your DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I love Disneyland Park, but I have not. I think, when I travel to go to a park like that, I've never traveled to go to a park like that. Let's put it that way, because there's a lot of places in the world that kind of want to do first.
Yeah,
but I think I'm coming now, especially since they have that Star Wars experiential hotel that I may have to figure that out.
I was telling David about that, and I don't think he even realized it existed. And I'm like, oh boy, you're going to want to look into that one.
It looks nuts. Yeah. I mean, it's super. I mean, it's stupid expensive, but yeah. I mean, it looks really, really cool.
Am I a terrible fan for not knowing what the Star Wars Disney Hotel is?
What is it called again? Magic?
Oh, now put me on the spot. I should know this. I'm blanking.
It's the Galactic Star Cruiser, Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yes.
So essentially, you check in, and it's like you're checking into a spaceship, and it's like a 3-day experience. So like you book the experience as opposed to a hotel stay for X days. So it's like a 2 to 3 day commitment. You go in, and it's fully immersive. Everybody's in character 24/7.
Holy crap!
The rooms are fashioned like you're on a Star Cruiser, full costume. All of the meals are themed. There's a narrative, like you choose a group and you kind of go through a storyline. It's like a full-on 2 to 3 day immersive.
I'm watching the video of it right now, and I am
intense,
blown away.
It's bonkers. Yeah,
it's super intense.
Insane. Have you done it, Magic?
It's out of my budget.
Yeah,
I have not. But I know somebody that has, and they said it's phenomenal. The one thing that's tricky about it is, one, because it is so expensive, and 2, because it's such an experience. I'm wondering how it's going to be sustainable for them, because it's kind of one of those things that people do once and go, that was epic, but like they don't really go back and do it again, right? They go,
unless they update storylines, kind of refresh it every once in a while. But
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't do that. Like, it's Disney. I feel like they have like a rehearsal hotel that they do all the rehearsals in. Probably come up with a new storyline. So
well, and there's obviously millions and millions of people that go every single year. So it will be for a while, but at some point it's I feel like they will have to do something to keep it still, driving the crowds to it. But I mean, it was sold out. Like, reservations were sold out for quite some time. I don't know what the schedule is now. I haven't looked myself, but I know it was like hard to get a spot to actually go do it.
Well, I mean, you also know that they've announced another trilogy, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a new experience every 3 to 5 years. They
retheme it every so often. That'd be
cool.
That'd be super cool. Different characters, different foods, like everything changes up. That'd be
awesome. And as the technology gets better, I mean, they'll probably have more bells and whistles within and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see like what kind of technology and everything they implement as well, because I feel like that's a perfect space for them to sort of test out new capabilities, and people are paying a premium, so you want to give them the premium experience. So I think you could see some really, really cool stuff there.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex, earmuffs. Hey, Dave, what's the next Star Wars drop? No, I'm just kidding.
I probably know better than Dave at this point, actually.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
No,
It was
answer that. I was
leaked to me
kidding.
by mistake yesterday. I can't say it, but I did see it. It's nice. It's cool.
Okay. That's cool.
Oh, boy.
If it's something...
Someone CC me on the email, so that's how I know.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So what is this now? Happy hour. This is the second. This is at least the second Friday you've done. I'm glad you're taking advantage of me not doing Don't AMA on Friday evening. So good on you. But now I know at least this is the second time that David has joined your space, and not once, even as many times as I have asked, has not joined Don't AMA.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I thought that don't ask me anything is don't ask you anything. So
Well,
I go,
exactly.
okay.
I asked you the questions.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
They don't
Everybody
ask
earmuffs.
I come on the
PSA
next
guys?
one.
I see you. That's all right.
You should do one next week, then. We should do one.
I am. Actually, I'm coming back next week. If you don't mind me using the floor to announce that I'm returning next
Oh,
week
yes, please.
with the special Halloween episode.
Shillaway.
Special Halloween episode, special guests.
Are you next week?
Wait, I'm sorry, you were breaking up. What was that?
Oh, next week.
Man, I didn't hear that again. Did you hear
I
that?
didn't. No, I didn't get it.
I hope my data is not freaking out. Damn it. Can you guys hear me now? We good?
Okay, you're okay at the
It's
moment.
fine now.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
I was saying, what kind of music are you guys focusing on next week?
Spooky season, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all manner of spooky tunes and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I probably can't be there because I'll be like at the parks. But my song request is the Tombstone remix of Spooky Scary Skeletons.
Yes.
Okay. Noted.
Yes. Also, if you can include
Giant.
any Danny Elfman Nightmare Before Christmas, I won't be
Of
mad.
course. Well,
All
goes
the
without
Elfmen.
saying. Goes without saying.
Yeah. You know, I am such a huge Simpsons fan, and I didn't even know until this year that Danny Elfman wrote the initial score for Simpson.
Whoa,
I know.
I didn't either.
Oh my God.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't even cross my mind. I was like, the same guy for Nightmare Before Christmas did Simpsons?
He had such a prolific first 5 years, just some of the most iconic Tim Burton and Simpsons run. I mean, his first major score was Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which is one of the greatest of all time, and then he goes right into Simpsons and Batman. It's just super epic.
Yeah.
So
incredible
good. I was
composer.
so upset that he didn't do his concert this year. I was actually I
He
can't
is.
because I'm out of town.
He is.
Well,
Be out of town. I see.
But
he's doing.
But it's not Nightmare though. It's like something else. It looked like.
No,
So-
it's everything. It's all career. So he has a new album out, so he's going to do that. He's going to do some Boingo. He's going to do some of the score stuff. So he'll likely do Nightmare,
Are you
couple
gonna go?
songs from Nightmare. I wanted to, but the tickets are just really expensive, and I'm coming off a wedding. It's just I don't know.
That's definitely a bucket list experience for me. I'm just dying to see him and Catherine O'Hara do.
I went a couple of years ago when they did it at the Bowl, and it was fantastic. Yeah,
They're doing it at the Bowl on October
experience
28th and 29th.
yeah.
No, but I won't be here.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see the promo for it, but I would love to do specifically. I mean, all that would be amazing, but the specific Nightmare Before Christmas event is from everybody I know that has gone. It says it's incredible.
Yeah, it's really, really great. Yeah, and I'm not even a musical guy, but I make very few exceptions. One of which is Nightmare, obviously, and a few Disney things. But it's just so damn cool. I was at the one where actually Ken Page. Whoa, what are you popping there? Is that Green Label?
I'm pouring myself another glass of Green Label.
Nice. Okay. But I went to the one where Ken Page, the voice of Oogie Boogie, came out and actually did the Oogie Boogie song. And then Catherine O'Hara, Paul Rubens, who I'm, super fanboy of, came out and they did Lock, Shock and Barrel, Kidnapped Santa Claus. Yeah.
So good.
Pretty awesome.
So he performed at Coachella this year. I got to see it online live, and he performed everything. I mean, he was Nightmare Before Christmas. He did Simpsons. He did I mean anything that was in his repertoire, and it was the first time he had performed in 15 years or 10 years or something like that. Yeah.
With a live band like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, he's done the Nightmare shows, but it's usually just him coming out and singing Jack. But like, this was a full-on concert, and I think it inspired him to get back at it. Because I don't know if you guys knew, but like, he has not really done that where he's played concerts and like sang the whole time and played guitar, etc., with a live band since Oingo Boingo, because he lost a significant amount of hearing from doing so much live shows and unprotected.
Oh my gosh!
So his hearing has suffered greatly over the years, and so he has really tried to take care of himself. But either he has a new hearing aid or he's just fucking YOLOing it at this point.
I was gonna say that's incredible because his talent still is just bar none. I mean,
it's correct. It's crazy.
He sounds just like it.
Yeah, and what a performer too. Like when I watched him on the YouTube live, I was like, "You have not missed a beat, brother. You are just killing it." He's so good.
For sure. And he's 70 years old too. It's 69, but he's still just bringing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do have to say, and you don't have to go into it at all, but I do have to say you broke my heart this week, Alex, with that comment.
What comment?
Regarding NBC.
Oh, yeah. Well, look, I've been asking for it since last year.
I don't know this comment. I need to know.
It's just a matter of when and if we get Nightmare.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, we were watching Werewolf by Night the other night, and Nightmare Before Christmas was suggested right after, and Sean just goes, "Oh man, do you think VeVe's going to release a Nightmare Before Christmas thing? They have to."
Yeah, I mean, I think because it's not purely Disney. It's involved with Touchstone and Burton, etc. It's not really their IP, so they're working on it, and I've asked them multiple times if we can start on it, yesterday for next year. We'll see. So
it's so interesting because when they first got it on Disney Plus, the opening would always say Tombstone. And then at some point it switched, and Tombstone is no longer in the opening credits.
Touchstone.
I'm sorry, Touchstone. Yeah. And now it just says straight Disney. So I thought that was there's something I totally noticed, and I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, so the comment was somebody had tagged me in something about NBC, and I said, oh my god, like that's my Halloween wish. And then Killjoy comes in and was like, that's complicated. It's like, why? Why?
It's not Killjoy. It's just Dad setting everybody straight.
Yeah, I mean, look, why do I want to get your hopes up? Like, it's not like we're, it's not like it's our entire business to get people's hopes up.
No, I get you. Hey, I do want to switch gears real quick because I have you both on. What artist are you super excited to be seeing in Anaheim, or that like you're like, oh, I really want to stop by their booth or anything? Because DCON's coming up. I know people are excited to hear a little bit more about it. What are your thoughts? Alex, why don't you go first?
Okay, I'll go first because my list is probably decidedly shorter than David's, who wants to probably see every artist on the ledger. I have, I think, over the course of my time here, kind of randomly just kind of developed a back and forth kind of jokey text relationship with Jermaine Rogers. So I'm really looking forward to meeting him in person finally, and maybe getting some stuff at his booth because he's a really solid dude. We come from similar kind of musical origins, and he's just kind of a cool guy. He likes to shoot the shit. So
Yeah.
definitely Jermaine. I believe Camille Rose Garcia will be there this time, which I'm very excited about because I have 2 physical variants of the Volturos to match my digital collectibles, and I'm hoping to get one signed.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Man, who else? Man, I don't know. I feel like I kind of met a lot of the people that I was excited about over at the last one. But let's see here. Jorge Gutierrez, if he's there, I want to meet him. He's the guy that's been behind Maya and the Three on Netflix, as well as Book of Life, etc. I really, really like his animation style and his, homage to Latin America in all of his work. So really hoping he's there. Otherwise, yeah, I think that any of the kind of VeVe artists that I haven't met yet, because I think it's really just kind of cool to put face to name and see how they interact with the community and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah. What about you, David?
To name couple, obviously all the one that Alex named. I'm very excited to. Alex, are we allowed to say anything here?
No.
Fun, please. Fun, please.
Because nothing's in stone yet. I mean, we're still a month out.
Yeah. Okay. So artists that I know will be attending that I'm really excited about. Number one is I've been following this group of artists called the London Police.
Oh yeah, they were at DCON London, right?
Yeah, I know. It's so good. But yeah, I met both I met the group, and the 2 main talent will be coming to Anaheim.
Cool.
I already got them to work on all the commission. Funny thing is, they were not meant to be in London DCON. They got invited to do a talk because one of the members he lives in Amsterdam, and I've been following them a long time. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it, but I will try to not say the things that's too sensitive. But I managed to purchase every piece of artwork that they did. I think I got them all when they were doing the one-of-ones on the spot, because normally they only draw for artists like famous artists. Famous celebrity. They only normally do large works. So I was very lucky to get them. They're coming over, absolutely amazing. They pretty much the Banksy style of artists.
Yeah.
In the new category. Very cool. The other one that I'm really looking forward to is Luke Chu.
Yes.
I purchased his prints before. I know his toy well. Definitely looking forward to see him. If you guys been to the New York Comic-Con and you've seen the Artist Alley, it's very much all superhero centric, but the DCON one is it will blow your mind. It's all the creativities, and there's animation, there's cartoon, there's it's a lot more mixture type of art there. And the Artist Alley section in Anaheim, it's insane. It's almost every single stop you pass by, you want to buy something.
Yeah.
For me anyway.
Just for reference, anybody who came to DCON last year, they only had half hall coming out of the pandemic. This time will be at least twice as big, if not 3 times as big as last year. So there's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah. I better not say that. Because I did get off the phone with the organizer before this call, and I did tell Alex I'll brief him, so I better not brief it here. yeah, there's a lot of things happening. A lot of things happening
That's
at the
awesome.
show. Outside VeVe, obviously the organizer love the VeVe fans and the great support we did in London, and we want to show them the same welcome in LA, Anaheim. We're just gonna get ready for it.
That's awesome.
I can hear the literal biting of the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Alex hasn't printed off a sheet that says "Don't say this" and like puts it next to your computer.
I basically it's called WhatsApp, and I do, but it's a matter of whether or not he chooses to pay attention. It's funny, actually. A little inside info here. He showed up on Randy's stream marathon last night.
Yeah.
And I'm like texting him at the same time, like, do not, don't say anything. But, that's just kind of how we roll here.
Well, we're not too mad that you weren't here when he talked about the VeVeVerse. We're just gonna say that.
Yeah, good times.
Well, I totally forgot we're not meant to mention it.
Quote unquote forgot.
I did. I thought we talked about it, and then Alex goes, "No, that was off camera," and I go, "Oh, damn it, I forgot." But it will be quite exciting. I mean, Dan, hopefully Dan's gonna be ready on the queue to present something good. Hopefully,
yeah, I think so. I think and obviously, like, look, it's ultimately at the end of the day, it's not a big deal that we teased it, but like, I wanted to do like an actual like drop a tease out of nowhere, like in the form of a little promo video sizzle reel, like I do sometimes for drops, and then like get everybody fired up at once.
Yeah,
but it's okay,
Yeah.
I'll just go back to crying into my pillow.
No. I get you. I actually, so switching gears a little bit. Something that has been discussed amongst the community, and I know that there's only so much you can talk about, but I think a concern that has been mentioned has been, utility tied to Disney collectibles. And I know that there's got to be just so many hoops to jump through with that, or like there's obviously some plans and things like that might be in place. We've seen the articles posted about Disney hiring a legal firm specifically for NFTs. Is there anything that we can discuss about that? About like, is utility at least being discussed?
Yeah, I'll take this, David.
Yeah.
So
David, shush.
I've mentioned this before, I think on somebody's stream, but so Disney is so the team we work with obviously is different from the legal teams, right? And so Disney is a massive company, as you probably well know.
Yeah.
And
they
so.
Are?
Yeah.
Who are they?
In terms of the group that we work with, they don't just work on NFTs, right? They're doing all kind of matters of interactive and gaming, etc. And so, and when it comes to NFTs, the legal group is focused on any number of things kind of related to the web, new technology kind of space. So, when we did the utility for the magic lamp with the D, etc., that was like our first kind of like foray into what utility could look like, right? And it was like announced the time of drop, everything had to be outlined. And it's just a matter, I think it was a very encouraging step for us as we continue to educate not only what our capabilities are, what the space is doing as a whole in terms of utility, and what legal is always going to be err on the side of caution or be a little more conservative for any kind of new use of IP. It doesn't matter if it's Disney or music, etc. Whatever the case is. So we are continuing to work through different scenarios on how we can offer utility for Disney collectibles, either moving forward or retroactively. And it's really just a matter of time at this point. Yeah.
Sure.
So I wouldn't. I know there's probably concerned that when we did finally announce Disney Utility, that it wasn't for golden moments like everybody had created their own narrative to expect, right? It's not like we had ever talked about golden moments getting utility, and of course we'd love to see some golden moments utility, but I think it's just, like I said, a matter of time to get the various research in from our respective legal teams to see what the capabilities are, so that we can approach this in a way that really works well for everybody, and keeps and excites the consumers. So that's kind of generally where we're at with it. It's definitely not off the table.
God,
So we
that's
did.
so boring.
No, go ahead, David.
That's so boring, Alex.
Come on, I'm playing it safe because
Yes.
I'm the straight man. Like,
So good.
I know.
I love it. We did I do want to shout out Comics and Crypto because the three of us, Metaverse Live, myself, and well, more than three of them, but and Comics and Crypto, we talk about this kind of stuff a lot because we're all Disney nerds, and we just last week filmed sort of a open letter, shall we call it, to Disney, speaking about utility, and used really, really good examples. And that's going to be coming out sometime next week on their channel. But I feel like the more that they can hear from, obviously you guys speak to them and stuff, but I feel like it's also helpful if maybe it's some way along the line they see stuff from the community as well, and we related it to a lot of things that already come from Disney, and how there's utility tied to certain experiences and different things that you own, and whether it be a pass or a membership to a vacation club or a credit card, and just how this is sort of the next generation of, they don't even probably use the word utility, right? But like, this is the next generation of those things. Right. And so I feel like I'm pretty proud of the video. And hopefully somewhere somebody sees it, but I think that's hopefully they see it.
I will be completely honest with you. I am obviously fairly involved with the community, and I'm usually the one kind of in those brainstorming meetings about utility, etc. So I definitely bring what I know the community talks about, and hoping for on future utility for Disney collectibles, and I'm definitely communicating that
we
to the
voiced
Disney
that
team
as well.
Yeah.
And
there's the other thing is that, like, when I say that it's Disney working with the legal teams to see what the thresholds are for comfort level of offering utility, it has nothing to do with whether or not Disney thinks it's a good idea, because the team we work with is absolutely into it because they understand the space or closer to the space. It's really what it comes down to is just dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's about potential securities issues or whatever the case is, right? So because the space is so new, it's just a matter of figuring it all out and mapping it out. So it'll come eventually. But
I guess they do follow our social feed in the comments. They do, and that's why I'm leading the golden logo to some utility side, and just to set that example for everyone. What you could possibly do to start with. It's easier with our own branding side of things. We have a bit more control. And once again, the gold and silver logo was given away, so the legal impact is slightly different than selling something and not wording it ahead of time, type of thing. But it will be made of time. Companies will work out. We're seeing a lot more studios embracing the technology and launching, experimenting new IP. So it's very encouraging. For VeVe, it's really great to see, more mainstream competitors coming forward, because it's no good if you only just one collectible company by yourself. And this is what happened to like in the Beanie Baby day when that craze went on. That it's just one merchandise, one company benefiting from it, and it would never be sustainable. So I always told Dan, you need more competitors. In fact, the more the better, because
Yeah.
it helps you equal that industry we're in that's new. You'll never only have one gaming company that makes online game or mobile games. There's thousands of games, and that's why there's so many people play games, because it's so accessible.
Mm-hmm.
So the more the better it is.
Yeah, and honestly, you guys, first off, very positive answer is that at least it's being talked about. Like, I think for a lot of people, it's communication, right? Understanding like, hey, this is a thing that we're investing in. Are the things that we're talking about being heard, right? And like, and Alex, you said it yourself. You're very involved in the community. You're hearing what people are saying. You're talking to them. This is something that like, that's what we want to hear. People are hearing our voices, right? So that's a big one. And I think, of course, David, you brought up the gold and silver logo. The hype that is being described online behind this is not understated, and it's not overstated. It's understated. There is something that is going to be very special with these that everybody should be very excited for, and we can come up with ideas in our heads, but like you have made it clear in multiple AMAs that like this is something that we should be excited for because you are excited for it. You are passionate about it.
Yeah.
I think the utility side of Disney, I think this is something that you brought up just now that is important for people to know, is that when somebody sells a product to somebody, it should work as advertised, right? And if it does anything else than it's supposed to, usually that's a negative, right? Like if I get my car and my car is sputtering smog, I'm going to be pissed. But if it's doing something positive, there is still a discussion of liability if that utility and how it's being used and that kind of stuff. So I can see where there has to be future discussions regarding how do we take the product that we have already sold to people and make that something that is not only beneficial to them, but also we've covered our butts.
Correct.
Yeah. So appreciate you guys sharing that. That's huge.
I have a question. I was just curious if you guys have obviously heard all of our hopes, wishes, and dreams for utility with some of these major brands and IPs. And I'm curious if that played a part into, the VeVe logo and sort of the growth and where that has gone is like, because, with that, you guys, I mean, obviously with your own legal teams, but you have sort of free reign. You don't have anybody that has you shackled and bound to the red tape and all the rules and regulations. It gives you the freedom to sort of do what you want with it. And so I was just curious if that is played a part in it, like you knowing that we want all this utility, but, these brands aren't necessarily completely on board with it yet.
Yeah, I mean, with the logo was mainly number one. Obviously, our legal, well, there's actually no legal issue because we're giving it away for free. So you got the logo free, and it's almost like your local dairy, local store wrote you on a piece of paper, say, listen, come back every Friday, and you'll be first in line when you want to buy something here. For us, you're not paying for something. We're not promising you anything. It's basically if you turn out to this event and you had that to show for, you're gonna get this. Similar to you have a ticket to a concert. You bought that. You're gonna turn up. They're gonna let you in. And if you got in and they go, hey, on your seat there's a free poster. It's a bonus one. Take it or leave it. I mean, I just want to be clear at DCON. I'm not going to be forcing you to receive the gift. I'm going to give it to the golden logo holders.
I don't feel like anyone feels that way.
I don't think so.
So the utility is optional. So it's a bonus type of thing. So we really just wanted to, make sure that we trial something new and we see how it goes and we get feedback. I mean, with big brains is more about legality. Is that if we promise to do something, do we have to continue to do it forever? And where does it stop? Where do we draw the line? Who's paying for certain things? I mean, we are basically a licensee, and how we perform the duty of this. But I mean, we really just wanted to be forefront. I mean, other company like Boy Yacht Club, I believe that once you own that NFT, you have the full copyright to go ahead and monetize it. And if you do that, does that mean you're giving the copyright to someone? Is it selling them security? I guess probably not. I mean, if you go to a auction in Sotheby, you bought a book and you decided to scan that book, and if it's a public domain book that and you upload it, does it break anything? Copyright? That's what these licensors are trying to work around. But certainly, this is very, very new. If I had my way, obviously it would be very different on the utility side. And that's why the gold and silver logo is being promoted is like a beta program in a way, and experimenting it and to see what people like.
You're bringing up the logo, and I think this is important to discuss, and feel free to share or not share as much as you want. But people are bringing up the blue and white logo a lot online nowadays of something that they've been waiting for, the drop and that kind of stuff. Is this something that you also find that there might be utility tied to?
I think, Alex, maybe we should bring it up in our next meeting. We're meant to be airdropping that soon. This is going back to the post DCON
kickoff party. That's 2 years ago now, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it feels that way. It feels that way.
It feels that way. No, honestly, look. So we announced way back when that with the Q system, we would be testing it and introducing it with the VeVe letters. Obviously, the Q has been pushed back several times for other development priorities.
Sure.
But as soon as Dan is ready to go with that, then people will finally get their letters. But it should be hopefully soon.
So, going back to the question is, are we going to add utility if you complete the 4 letters? Yeah, I mean, we definitely could do something, since we do hold the rights to those. And I think I have expressed a number of times that the gold silver logo wasn't intended to have a closed group. And I think I mentioned it in Andy's podcast yesterday that if I had my way now, knowing it's going to be what it is, I would have printed, thousands more. But the fact that we only printed enough, because me and Dan thought, we don't know how many people we're going to meet, so we just printed, I think like 400 or 500 of them. But definitely, we should look into what we're going to do with the blue and white, the standard logo. Surely there will be something. We have to do something to include everyone in this logo utility thing.
So, what do you to expand on
David
this?
U collectible.
David U collectible. Hey, I own one of the OpenSea David U collectibles. I'm not ashamed. Since we're talking about,
I still need one.
Go get one. They're not. I mean, no offense, David. They're not that expensive.
I know. I really need to. I have a fear of OpenSea. Like, I can't swim. I'm going to sink.
They're pretty reasonable. I mean, I'm pretty cheap. I told you on my comments. I just say I'm a common.
David, are you saying you're a cheap date? No, OpenSea is actually...
I'm a common. Yeah.
No, go ahead, David. Go ahead.
No, that's it. You want to say OpenSea?
Oh, I was saying I also had a little trouble accessing OpenSea and getting, the right coin to get it and that kind of stuff. That's actually what I really value about like VeVe is it's just straight like you buy the gems, you get the thing. That's it. Like there's no, you got to buy this thing, transfer it to this wallet, do this thing. You have 7 steps and then you got to get approved and you have the text code that's sent to your phone. And then now you can officially buy it. Like the VeVe has made it very easy to just get the thing and you're done.
Yeah. Do anyone know what the trading value is in OpenSea these days? I mean, overall,
what
per day.
I mean, I know it's
the trading value
90+% from
the total gross
all-time
trading. I just really try to understand the amount of traffic there. I don't track it too much.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, like OpenSea it's one of those things that even though it's the eBay of NFTs, it's not one of those things that I find a lot of value in the things that have been posted so far. I have been looking at other NFT projects and finding them more exciting, like the Lord of the Rings project that just dropped. I definitely went in on and like very specific IP projects. There are great artists that are on OpenSea.
Okay.
Absolutely. I've looked into posting some NFTs there for, I did a lot of photography in South Africa and thought, man, I might do something, but like, it's just, it feels more like an engineer's market rather than the general consumer's market. And that's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do get a lot of airdrops from OpenSea. Someone
nice.
must have my ETH wallet, and every time I open it, there's like tons. I do have to say that my favorite is the fish.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're good. Can I say, speaking of fish, I did get a question from Brock. If I can go ahead and ask that, and you guys can feel free to not answer. But
please.
He wants me to ask when Mumbot, or I may be saying that wrong. I'm sorry if I am.
Oh yes. So
Alex, plug your ears.
Artist Mumbot's another artist. It's going to be at the DesignerCon. I think she's joining one of the booth, one of our vendors, and I'm hoping we can grab her over into our booth as well. We're working with her on finalizing a few bits and pieces, and we're looking at how to bring her character into the VeVe more lively. How should be positioned in there. Possibly we also talked about our artist program. You guys would know the one-of-ones. I think she will have a lot of demand for that. She did make a very nice sketch for me when I saw her in New York. Extremely talented girl, and I think she does. I think she's really. Gary Fee also talked quite a bit about her work as well. So I'm looking forward to have her on VeVe for sure.
And I've just gotten a notification that she will also be at the party on the 18th, that she and her husband have accepted the invite to the party. So they will be at that event.
Which party is that?
I believe that's the event that Sanjay is throwing on the Friday evening.
Nice. Okay.
Sanjay, the unofficial party planner.
Oh, Alex,
love it. That was quite cool.
He knows how to throw a party, though.
Of course, I heard it was great, and like I said, I wasn't FOMOing into it until earlier this call.
Until you heard I wore glow in the dark makeup.
Yeah, I mean, that's on top of the fact
that's
that
what it took. That's what
I was toasted to with 100 shots.
that
Yeah.
should have given you FOMO, Alex.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely did.
And
That
that
was
was
epic,
already
dude.
pretty late as well. I think that was like 11 o'clock or something.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Did that.
the 11th hour for sure. I do want to bring it back real quick because we were talking about the VeVe logo and the blue and white logo. Their discussion of it, just from a personal ask, where do you rate the VeVe blue and white logo and the gold and silver logo as far as like common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, secret rare? Where are we falling here?
Well, I think if you click the whole set of the blue and white logo, will be pretty hard to get. I mean, you need to get the blue and the white. You can't have two white V and two white E's. So I think it's going to be hard to get. I think we definitely, Alex, we need to think of something when they click the whole set, and something happens or something. I need to think about
I think there's probably one of the ideas that we spoke about for gold and silver that I think would probably work better for standard logo, but we can talk about that.
Yeah. And the just so I think I can say this one. We are going to come up with another a logo, but it's not gold and silver, so don't worry about that. It's a totally different initiative. Many of you guys will probably know. Mid last year, we announced our environmental impact in our initiative. So we're going to be rolling out that program early 2023. Okay, so there's and I think we're going to get our community involved. It is still in the preliminary draft. We do have someone in the company that is working to finalize all that and to get all our community involved. And we probably will have a special type of logo for that initiative. And it's really all about giving back to environment. That's number one. One thing I really want to do is how we give it to the underprivileged children's schools, things like that.
That's so cool.
That will be, so that's something that's really important for me. And we announced it last year, but we didn't have the talent or time to put in the resource to do that. So that will be 2023. There will be a whole year. And I do believe that the community can vote for who and how we do it and how everyone be part of that. So that will be very cool.
So let me understand. So you're saying that you are potentially implementing the blue and white logo in some sort of nonprofit sort of way? Am I misunderstanding?
No.
Yeah, not the blue and white. There'll be another sort of color logo for that. So people who has that type of badge will go, man, they're the supporter of the. It's not going to be VeVe charity or anything. It will be there'll be a mandate to do that. But I think the blue and white. So Alex, are we dropping the blue and the white only for the people who went to the LA show?
No. So the way it was originally talked about is that the test for the wait list was going to be a very low priced VeVe, right? But those people who attended the kickoff party would just get those airdropped.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So we'll make sure there's enough sets for people to complete. That's what we have to be mindful, because if it's only the people that went to the LA, there could be only 500. 500 or less.
Probably 250, I think, as a max at that
kickoff
party.
So
and that's even that people we had.
They had to put their emails in.
Yeah, you had to put your emails in, so not everybody did that. So I'm sure we'll figure it out. We don't.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the blue and white. It's not going to be like gold and silver level. It's mainly going to be a way for us to get everybody some branding for their showrooms in the VeVeVerse.
Yeah,
but the airdrop is automatic for those emails, though for the people that did do the emails.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. I think you don't get the whole set though, do you? You
Yes,
only get
you
one
do.
of the letter. Oh, you
No,
get
no,
the
you
whole
get the whole
set.
set. Yeah, the
Wow.
people who attended the kickoff party and opted in with their emails gets the whole set.
Wow, that's cool.
Woo!
Yeah. Wow.
That is really awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is very awesome.
I like how you
I'm
act
officially
surprised,
stoked.
David.
I'm officially very stoked.
Yeah. Yeah.
VeVe
I
Magic, I know you got. I know you got another question about DCON. What's up?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I've gotten it from two people, so I don't know if you guys can answer this or not. But somebody was asking, two people were asking, are you guys able to speak about the when the Brett Crawford airdrop can be expected? That was at DCON kickoff.
So, just point of clarification: it is not an airdrop. It is a purchase reservation. So much like Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey was with the purchase reservation promo code for the lamp situation. If you bought the physical Brett Crawford at 3D Retro during the kickoff party, we got your email and you will be delivered a purchase reservation promo code that gives you first dibs on the digital collectible.
Got it.
Yeah.
That edition, I do have to say that edition run is very, very, very small.
Yes.
Simply because that was the part of the deal that we that the artist and the talent and the company behind it wanted to make sure it is very collectible.
Sure. Totally.
Yeah.
Since we're on the topic of airdrops, you guys just posted an update not too long ago about the Pride Bond airdrops. I've been hearing whispers about that. Alex, can you go into that a little bit more?
Yes, I think we talked about that there would be a airdrop for each Pride 1 and Pride 2 delivered, as well as if you completed the set of Bond posters from the first series, you'd get that. That's is it seventh? Is it a seventh or eighth?
The eighth.
The eighth. Yeah, you get the eighth airdropped. And there will be some ongoing series for the Bond 60th as well, with similar utility. But those snapshots were taken at the dates that were advertised, and those collectibles will all be delivered on the 31st.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And we'll have some. We'll have a better look at. Well, you already know what the Bond one looks like. That was in the Medium article.
Yeah.
We'll have a better look at the two rewind pieces. Hopefully next week. I know that we're working on a few kinks on how those came across, but they look cool. Yeah, I will say they are pretty cool looking.
That's awesome. We're talking about October 31st. I'm curious, what are people's Halloween plans?
Turning my lights off, outside lights off, and
you Scrooge! Don't be a Scrooge.
Well, you know what it is. Honestly, I've lived here in this place for 6-7 years now, and like the first 3 years, I was like, all right, I've seen kids around the neighborhood. I'm gonna go buy a bunch of candy, and I had my light on, I had my spooky music playing, and one kid maybe came by each of those years. So now I just shut it down, and then I would eat all the rest of the candy myself. So now I'm not doing that. I'm not even buying the candy. I'm just shutting it down. Because otherwise I just end up eating bags of fun size.
Your dentist thanks you. Yeah. Well, I guess he doesn't, because he'd rather have you coming in. But,
right,
yeah.
He wants, yeah.
David, do you guys celebrate Halloween in New Zealand?
Yeah, we do.
And what do you guys? What are you gonna do?
I do live in an apartment block, so no one really knock on my door.
That's so sad.
Yeah,
they're lost.
I know. But I think we are. I'm not sure if I'm meant to say. I think we are doing something for Halloween at VeVe. You have to stay tuned.
Okay.
Yeah, there definitely be some drops. I'm going to be watching some probably scary movies. The other day I watched Hocus Pocus 2. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. The first one was cool. It was funny to see the same actress play the second part. That was quite fun. Yeah, they age a little bit, but apart from that, yeah, they're still a funny film.
Oh, harsh. It's only been
A little bit.
25
I should say
years.
a little bit. Yeah.
If you guys mess with my Halloween day and all these drops, I'm going to be real upset.
What are you talking about? What do you mean message? Oh, like as far as like, well, they're not going to. The drops aren't going to be at night.
They're not going to be at night, right?
No, they're standard drop
thank
time.
God.
That would.
Okay, good.
It's at night for some people in the world. VeVe Magic. It's still messing with some other people's Halloween.
That's true. That's
true.
true.
That's true.
It's true. Days.
Yeah. So I think you saw that I put out today the first 4 for next week. So that's another DCON, another installment of the DCON 22 collection. Featuring Camille Rose Garcia, Mike Egan, Ron the Killer, and from Scat One, which is really, really cool. All these pieces are amazing, and I think David and I have a affinity for Camille, just because I just love that style, and it's like goth Disney.
They're excellent pieces.
Oh, good. That's spot on. I like that.
Yeah. And then we have let me see how I can tease this. Some other spooky stuff. We have some comics.
Nice.
We have we'll say a classic horror character.
I haven't and I know what that is, based on some you trolling that's been happening.
Okay. Great. Thanks a lot, David, for
Well, I didn't even do anything.
and then some Disney stuff. So really excited about this stuff, and I think let's maybe put David on the hot seat here since we have him. A lot of people have been asking about this, specifically the bread cat down there, and I co-signed this request. When are we getting the classic Universal monsters? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein. Let's go.
We actually did last year. We did, so this has been going for a while. We had made the initial concept of the Universal monsters, but when we sent it into the studios for approval, they actually wanted to be even more alike of the monsters, even more. I take it as probably more real or to the brand. I think what we submitted in was more towards a new shape. I'm not saying it's like the Mighties. The Mighties is on its own, but it was slightly off brand. So we have decided to go back to the drawing board and we look at the whole thing more carefully. So hopefully we'll see something in 2023. They are very important for Universal Studio, so we do want to make sure they are very amazing collectibles when they do come out.
If I may put in a request, David, I know that we have worked with Tristan Eaton in the past.
Yes.
He has done some Universal Monster work himself. Wondering if we can't maybe get some of those pieces, because those are amazing.
Yeah, okay. Let me have a chat with him. Hopefully, is he coming to DCON by chance? Did you know?
I believe so, yeah. As far as I know. I don't know if he's going to have a booth this time. His booth last year was sick. But, yeah, I'll ask DCON.
Yeah, we definitely want to schedule him in, to pop by. And by the way, in yesterday's Randy's podcast, I did his marathon thing. I did mention Alex is going to be putting out a timetable. What's going to happen, because there's just so much happening at this show. We really need to be much more well organized.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's a much bigger show than London was, and I think the big takeaway from London was that we didn't have a lot of in-booth programming, and so it was essentially a bunch of people waiting around for Dan and David. And that was so we want to basically encourage people to come to the booth and interact with us and be there for certain artist visits or announcements or whatever the case is. But we also don't want people to feel like they have to that they're going to miss out on meeting Dan and David if they go walk around the convention floor. So that's basically on my nice way of saying don't loiter.
And we respect everyone's time. We want people to go around and look, enjoy
it's an amazing show.
Yeah.
And for those of you who haven't got any ticket or you haven't purchased your Anaheim ticket, well, Alex, I guess we'll figure it out. But we'll be giving away some weekend passes coming up.
I believe we did
Alex
last year. We gave away some VIP tickets last year, so if we get to do that again, then that's cool.
I wish I knew about that.
I'm just finding out, Rob.
I don't think we do. We're not sure if it's VIP yet, but
okay.
we're going to try to give a couple hundred weekend pass away on the house.
Cool.
Yeah, because we don't want people to miss that show if they can. Because the ticket it's not cheap. Don't get me wrong. For some people, they might, we want our fans to have a chance to win. Alex, let's try to aim for a couple hundred ticket. We'll set something up.
Did you talk about that with Ben today?
Oh yeah, it was definitely talked about. That's why I can say it now.
Yeah, just let me know and I'll get it together. I have the sweeps template that I can just copy from last year, and we'll just get it up and running. I think, as David mentioned, it's always nice to know that if there's one thing you're kind of hinging on in terms of cost of getting all the way to Anaheim, whatever. It's nice to know that you would have all 3 days secured. Now, they're not cheap, but it's definitely not for anybody who hasn't looked. It's not like Comic-Con level expensive. Comic-Cons are pricey. This is a lot more reasonable. And there'll be a lot more ground to cover and like more money you can use to buy collectibles and art and things like that. Really, really cool stuff. Yeah. And just I think David mentioned this earlier, but like the artists are so accessible at this convention. It's basically like, the Allison Bandcat, the Jermaine Rogers, Kozik, Gary Basement, etc. are working their own booth and they're just hanging out and you can just go and talk to them and take pictures. It's really, really cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. So you're telling me that this is going to be kind of a ride.
In terms of the weekend?
Sorry, I have a problem of quoting Jurassic Park regularly in regular conversation.
All right. Since we were on the topic of Jurassic, what?
Yeah. What? Wait, Alex, what?
No. Meaning that came from left field.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Look, I think just one more point of clarification on David's point there in terms of like having a schedule. Definitely working on like a schedule of events that are happening within the booth, and whether that's certain on sales of like physical product that we'll actually be selling from the booth.
Oh yes.
As well as Q&As or artist visits or Dave and Dan photo ops. Etc. So because we want to not only respect your time, we want to respect everybody else, everybody else's time, the artists, David and Dan, etc. So we can give everybody enough time to walk the showroom floor, because I know it's been how many years since you've been to DCON, David? 3, 4?
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, because they didn't do it for 2 years with the pandemic, and then last year you couldn't come because you couldn't get out of New Zealand.
Yeah.
So this is it's going to be as much shopping as I did for David last year. I assume it's going to be like a supermarket sweep up in that bitch.
How's your
Yeah.
storage unit looking, Alex?
You mean my garage that has become a storage unit? Yeah, it's looking great.
Yeah. Yeah, and so what we're gonna do? Obviously, we are gonna do the special T-shirt bundle with NFT again. The size will increase, so there could be up to 2 variety of products you can choose, and that will also allow you to have the access to drinks and obviously the free shuttle ride to the after party venue.
Sorry, I have to laugh again.
Yeah.
A shuttle ride?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, look, David again with the details.
Is it a flying DeLorean?
Yeah, none of that has been announced yet, David, and it's not like
no.
free shuttle ride isn't really a selling point.
Okay. Anyway, the point was the point was that bundle. When you're lining up for that bundle, you're not going to miss out your gold and silver redemption. So you know, we don't want you to think you have to be at both lines.
Oh
to do
yeah,
something.
you have to do like one or the other. Yeah.
Yeah. And just make it more clear is that the gold and silver holder, your one's confirmed. You're going to guarantee to get something there. So you don't have to rush to line up for that gold and silver thing. And there will be times to redeem the gold and silver. It won't be full day. There'll be time slot on Saturday and Sunday. But it's not going to be crossover lining up for one other thing type of thing.
I have a couple of questions. Do you guys feel, this is for me, and then I have one from the audience. Do you guys feel, and I know it's super, super hard to gauge and judge, but do you feel like you have a semi-firm grasp on the crowd level you're expecting that's just VeVe fam?
No. Wait, let me answer this. Oh my God!
Because I feel like David significantly increased that number recently.
Well, look, despite me specifically warning David what we were expecting, he goes on Randy's stream last night and looked visibly shook when they confirmed the number that I had told him only hours before. And so now today I'm like, all right, so here's possible plan B if you think that we can't do that many people at the proposed after party venue, which it's just hilarious. Because you gonna you.
Yeah.
I think it's an awesome problem to have, right? Like the fact
absolutely.
that many people
Incredible.
are already organizing and talking to each other amongst the community to come out and hang out with the fam and us and see DesignerCon. I mean, what a great! I mean, DCON is just the artists are going to be so happy to see everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that at the end of the day, that's really what it's about. It's about exposing people to new talent.
Yeah.
Continuing to build our community and with these kind of tentpole events that, and honestly, like of all the events that we've done this year, London was super cool, but the Comic-Con's obviously super cool, but they weren't ours.
Right.
It wasn't our presence. Like this is going to end up being like our
VeVeCon.
And ahead of when there is a VeVeCon, which is apparently 2023, according to last night's podcast as well. This is going to be our VeVeCon. I mean, right?
Yeah. That's how we do our business planning, by the way. It gets announced, and then we go and explain that.
Yeah. So first of all, like David announces something, I go, "Wait, David, you can't do that." And then I tell Dan, and Dan goes like, "What? You can't?"
Well, it's stuck. So
it's like a
now
chain
it's happening.
of progressive, loudly progressive yelling.
It's gonna be good. It'll be good.
It'll be good.
I mean,
I think you're gonna have to. We're gonna do this a part of the schedule in the DCON booth. I'm gonna make sure to map out time for you and Dan to arm wrestle over whether or not VeVeCon happens in person or in the VeVeVerse, because I know Dan has said this multiple times that VeVeCon is a VeVeVerse specific thing.
Yes.
That's sigh.
So you guys can battle it out in person in front of everybody. So I suggest you start lifting some weights now.
Or you could be in person in the VeVeVerse
at
the same time.
Okay. I was like, you want a bunch of people walking around with Oculuses?
Running into each other.
Yeah.
We did mention, and this is not confirmed, guys, by the way. Definitely not confirmed. We are going to, because we know a lot of fans is probably not going to make it to DCON. We might, we are going to try to see if we can live stream the demo when Dan does that
was my next question.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah, I got
that.
Question,
yeah, I mean, look, even if it's you guys like, there's Wi-Fi considerations, obviously, and we're looking into some solutions. Side note, thank you, Ruff. But
I got you, bro.
So it depends on how we can how high quality we can live stream that. If anything, it'll end up being, Periscope or IG Live. We'll get something going.
That'd be awesome.
Or even pre-recorded type of thing.
Or we can do pre-recorded. Well, we are having a photo video crew do a weekend package for us.
Yeah, we are.
Able to confirm what day it is?
Thank you.
Which day? No, the calendar.
You also stole one of my videos away. I was going to show the demo only with your permission.
What demo?
What demo?
Exactly. What demo? What?
Don't even do that, because then that blows back at me like, oh, these guys are giving these guys special privileges, special looks, insider trading, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I was talking about doing a personal video for myself. I don't know what you're talking about, Alex.
Well, don't even joke about you getting early access to anything, because you don't.
Have you guys confirmed what day this will happen, or is that sort of undecided?
No.
It'll happen at the latest possible hour on
we'll
one of
announce
the days.
We'll announce it on the calendar.
We'll announce things way ahead of time. Everybody will have a time to plan their weekend.
Cool.
Yeah, and again, we'll share it, outside of the walls of DCON after the fact. It's just
and please keep in mind this: you guys are only going to be seeing a very small part of it. It's not the whole thing. We only want to start to review things when we feel comfortable and make changes. This product, Dan had said many times, it's not like VeVe where we launch a finished product and change things. What we're going to do with the Metaverse side of thing is more giving you parts of it, and then we'll slowly open it up. We don't want people to go. One of the things I keep talking about is that I don't actually think our audience is ready for the full Metaverse experience, because there's just not enough users yet. If you're in New York or you're in London, in Australia, New Zealand, you want to go in and interact and see other people. We don't think that mass scale is there yet to do the full thing blown out. So you guys going to get deliver them in parts, in chapters, like how we done season 1, season 2 type of thing in our collectibles.
Okay, I was going to say seasons. That's cool.
Yeah, but and once again, there's the gold and silver holder doesn't mean they get first entry or something. It will be something for everybody. That's how we like to do things, to be fair for everyone.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but will be fun. I mean, I did log on, have a look yesterday, and one of the staging environment, it is pretty cool. Yeah.
You heard it here first. Yeah. I'm super excited for everybody that's going to be there, and honestly, I feel like we're underestimating how many of the VeVe fam is going to be at DCON.
Absolutely.
I'm not.
Yeah.
How those couches coming, Alex? How the couches coming?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's funny because I had this like mini tirade yesterday with David. I was like, "And I'm not having beanbags this year because all people did is park their ass and they sat there all day. No beanbags." But the point is, the point is, we're going to have enough scheduled activity within the booth, so that you don't have to quote unquote park your ass and wait for something to happen. You'll know.
Yeah. Is Randy's show, is it still happening? Is it still live?
Yes, he's double tasking. He's listening. I don't have the feed going, but he was planning on listening to us while at the same time doing the stream.
So he's probably streaming it in his channel.
He's definitely streaming it right now. So
yeah.
Oh man, I might have to jump over to that channel just to screw him up.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Coming over soon, Randy.
No, they've got VeVe Fam Bam and Queen VeVe over there, kind of holding down the fort over in his screen.
Is Randy napping again?
He's probably passed out. He's not on camera, so.
So I'm trying to remember who it was. It was either, I want to say it was Kyle Wilson was saying. So we heard Randy actually snoring while he was napping earlier today.
Yes.
And they're like, it's literally Darth Vader while he's dying, like when they take the mask off and he still like has the breath, but he's dying. That's what his snoring sounded like. It was spot on, actually.
I thought he would have put it on mute before he went off camera.
No, you think? Come on, Randy. You think this is Randy we're talking about? This is Mr. Quality.
I think how's he in the Twitter space?
It is the Truman Show. Like
he's got the technical know-how, David.
God.
Yeah. The guy can't even find sleeves for his shirt. You think he can find the mute button?
Okay. He's definitely not listening.
No, he's listening now. I promise you that.
Yeah. Oh,
I want to know why Taps Trades loses his sleeves around Randy. That's what I don't understand. Like I don't understand that at all.
I think we all know why.
and by the way, can say hello to everyone. He was going to be on this channel, but he had a flight to catch. So yeah, unfortunately, he won't be able to join.
No, it's okay. We missed Dan.
Appreciate it.
We're about 10 minutes from the end, so I don't want to rush anything. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Now, you've got a couple hundred people listening now. I just looked at it. Do you want to bring some fans up for some Q&A? Well, we've got 10 minutes.
If you're open to it, we have been typically trying not to do AMAs for this space, just so that everybody's comfortable and hanging out.
Roth just likes to ask the questions instead.
Yeah. Hey, Alex, don't throw me under the bus, okay?
You have been very aggressive today.
Jesus.
I mean, today's okay because I got Alex here. He would just say no. So
we have tried to incorporate some fan questions for sure. But yeah, it's up to you guys. But we want you guys to be super comfortable.
We've got 10 minutes. Let's bring some.
I do have to go in 10 minutes as well. I got a concert tonight.
Perfect.
Oh, hey, wait, Alex, where are you going? Who are you going to see?
I'm going to see Café Tacuba with the orchestra at LA Phil at Disney Hall.
That is going to be incredible.
Yeah, I'm really stoked.
That just sounds really good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got a few people that have been waiting for a long time. Nick, who is here first, I'm going to go ahead and bring him up to the stage. Nick Battle Bones Ryder. Okay. That name alone. Nick, what's going on, brother? Nick, you there? Hello. Might have walked away. Wooloo, what's up?
What's going on, VeVe fam? How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, I got one question. Thanks for taking questions, Dave and Alex. I appreciate it. You know, Tokidoki, right? First, I think signed brand on the VeVe.
Yes.
You know, you guys got me collecting these horses, and I'm like, David, when the next Tokidoki drop, man?
Okay, we are working on a few new products for Tokidoki. The new products are much different than, well, they're a lot better than what we
I mean,
have
you
dropped
got
so
me
far.
collecting these one of 300s and one of 500s, the China exclusives, and all type of things.
Yes.
It's there's a lot of
Yeah.
exclusive kind of horses that people don't look into. So that's kind of my question.
We are
But if it's
okay.
on
We
the
are gonna.
board for the play, I'm all for it.
There's this new selections coming. We're just doing, I think, a turn, which means it goes back to the licensor. But we hopefully we will be giving away some Tokidoki blind box physical toys. Also, what we done in London and Anaheim as well. So Alex is trying to coordinate that. So yeah, you get some free toys. Hopefully, we see you there.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you guys at DCON. Thanks for taking my question.
Right on,
Thanks,
man.
Lulu. Take care, bud. Benny, you're up next. What's up?
Hey, everybody.
What's up, Bunny?
Thankful to be here, up here.
What's up?
Metaverse Life. Hey, I got you that job, didn't I? No,
you just pumped me hard, man. I get it.
No, yeah, you good. I don't know if I heard this right, but it sounded like I heard a Pokemon demo. Like,
No.
did I hear that?
No.
No, you didn't hear
Yes,
that right.
you heard that incorrectly.
Yeah,
Okay.
No
not a
Pokemon.
demo.
I thought I heard that. I
Nah.
thought I heard Pokemon somewhere.
Nice try, though. Nice, valiant.
I don't know.
Next.
Benny is enjoying happy hour. Benny is definitely enjoying happy hour.
Yeah.
David, I definitely just appreciate you for what you're doing. Thank you for listening to the community. And you're the truth, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, Benny. Superstar, what's up?
You're welcome, Benny.
That was good.
Yeah, Alex.
That was good fun.
Alex participates in this.
Yeah, I'm just a guy.
Superstar,
hey guys, how you
what's
doing?
up?
It's Rob here. How you guys doing today?
Rob.
Amazing spaces so far. Thanks for putting this together and thanks for taking questions. Wasn't ready for one this time because it wasn't an official AMA, but we just did a video about DC Comics. We did a little bit of speculation. I don't know if you saw it, but I guess I want to ask just directly: is there plans for DC Comics coming to the app with the Marvel ones?
I mean, we can't comment on anything, and we don't speculate until we're announcing something. I mean, DC it's definitely a good partner of ours, and we have a number of collectibles already in the planning stage or releasing soon. So it is our dream that we have all publishers on the app, and that's what VeVe is about. So we're working towards that.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll be coming to DCON, so we're looking forward to seeing you guys there.
Yeah,
let's go.
Please.
Yeah, we've never been to one of these before, but we definitely plan to. We're hoping to meet some of the artists as well that are associated with you. Yeah. So I don't know. Do they hang out at the booth with you guys, or do they have their own booth and you walk around and find them?
Some will be the booth, but most have their own booth, and they're really easy to just walk up and talk to. It's a total free for all for the most part.
Yeah, I don't know if they released the list yet on the website for all the vendors.
I think there's an exhibitor list, but I could be wrong. But all the majors are going to be there. Basically, most people you find on VeVe, like the big names, will be there. Like Jermaine, Frank, Gary, Bamcat, Mumbot, Tristan, I believe, will be there again. But this is the flagship artist pop art vinyl toy event of the year.
Yeah, it'd be very cool to meet them. And have they given you guys any feedback that they've noticed an uptick in their popularity now because they've joined the app? Have you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's thank you to you guys for being part of it.
Yeah. Ron was nice enough to join us on for an interview one of the days where would love to have more of them on. But yeah, Ron English came on and we had a little discussion about.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
we maybe about a month ago now. I can't remember exactly when it was, but really cool guy. So it'd be nice to meet the rest of the artists as well and start building that relationship.
You. Well, look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for bringing me up, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
So for time's sake, we got John, and then we have Viper, and then we're going to close out with one special guest. That'll be our closing statements. So John, you're up.
Hi, everybody. Metaverse and VeVe Magic, Alex, David. I just flew back from Vegas, so boy, my arm's tired. I'm walking on the streets of New York right now. I'm beat, but I had to ask this question because it was burning in my head, which is this. David, I noticed that all the artist one-of-ones, the ones that you could actually have physicals delivered with the artist proof one-of-ones came from independent artists, and that the Marvel artists had artist proof that came from legacy art, that the original artwork probably has already been disseminated elsewhere because maybe older pieces. Is there any possibility in the future for the Marvel related one-of-ones to be conjoined with the physicals? The reason I'm asking is because I think Sleepin talked to you on Randy's cast yesterday and talked about the guy who seeked far and wide for Peach Momoko's original art, and that was me. So I got Marauders number 10. Yeah, so I have Psylocke, Jim Lee's era of Psylocke, and I was really.
Are you coming to DCON?
Unfortunately, I just came back from the West Coast. I don't know. I will try to swing it. Absolutely will try to. I had that handed to CGC to get graded, protected, all the rest of it. It's 11 by 17 Bristol paper original watercolor, of Psylocke for Marauders number 10 original art. So you can just imagine how excited I would be if VeVe was able to have an opportunity to say have a one-of-one artist proof and have something like that be combined with it. Is that a possibility in the future?
Yeah. So a couple of things. We are the reason why right now the independent artists that we're able to do mixed physical is the reason being is number one is we're in control because they are doing things on commission for us, or they're new pieces and they still hold on to the original files. Some of the retrospect, the comic covers, obviously, as you know, they had been purchased by collectors out there, so we couldn't match it up. But we will endeavor to try to do something that can bundle up something. And in Anaheim, you guys will also see a new physical product that we will be bringing out, and there will be some artists that will be coming into that new physical digital space. I think a lot of our fans have asked, what if I could own this artwork also, a way to display it. So in DCON Anaheim, we will be showcasing new products, what's coming for 2023. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, one of the best things about VeVe is showcasing the artists and having people discover them and fall in love with them, which I definitely have thanks to VeVe. Peach Momoko is amazing. So thank you very much for introducing me to her. She's amazing.
Yeah. Man, you are extremely lucky to get that. If you ever want to sell, you have to think of me first.
Oh, if it ever comes off of the shelf, you will be the first person I think of, David, for sure.
Yeah.
Say May 1st?
Yeah.
May 1st? Who's putting a date on it? No, there's no expiration date on it. The retention is forever. Okay. We're collectors here.
John, I'm a little disappointed to hear that you may not come to DCON. I was expecting to nerd out.
Oh my gosh.
Pop with you, but
Alex, to chill with you. I mean, hey, I even lost a bet because you didn't show up in New York Comic Con. I had to give away 2 Peach Momokos to Max and Janie because you didn't show up.
Why did you think I was going to show up to?
That's how. Because Max had insider information that you had your wedding, and I bet him that because it wasn't announced yet that anybody from VeVe was coming to New York Comic Con. No, I didn't know. No one
Why
told
would
me.
Max have insider information?
He said no.
John,
and then
John.
I had to give
inside.
I gave up to Max and Janie a matching Virgin cover of Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy. I had to give them both these 9.8 grades Virgin comic books, and because I lost the bet. Yeah, I have a picture of it.
Please fly over. We'll hook you up with a weekend pass. if you do.
Yeah.
There you go, John.
Snap, John. Now
Oh
you
my
can't.
gosh,
Okay.
you're
You
putting
have
the
to go
pressure
now.
on. I really have to see
Seriously,
what I can do.
it'd be amazing to
He just wants to butter you up on that Momoko piece.
Yeah.
I haven't even gotten it back rated from CGC yet. It's still hot. Okay.
Thanks for coming up,
Thanks,
John.
John.
Will
Later,
do. Will
John.
do. Take care,
All
everyone.
right, so Viper, you're next, and then we're gonna close out with Randy. What's up, Viper? How's it going?
I'm awesome, Miss Magic. How are you doing?
Wonderful, thank you. Good to hear you.
As always. So I'm super excited for the Pride drop, and I wanted to get a chance to maybe ask David.
Yes.
Is there a reason that it's on the Halloween? Can we expect anything like spooky to it? Is there anything that you could tell us about that?
No.
It's just a random date?
No. The dates work this way. I get yelled at by Dan every Monday morning to go, what? You promised them this? And then he look at the calendar. He goes, do you know it's full? He goes, have you not access to the calendar? What's going on? And then basically goes back and forth, and he goes, okay, I have a spot on this day. And basically I take it or leave it. And I just go, Pride's going on that day there.
More than fair. I'm a Halloween baby, so I was excited, but
nice.
I'm looking forward to the Pride drop for sure. And then maybe if I can't leave here without a when, and I know Alex has felt the power of the Canadian VeVe fam. Is there a Toronto con maybe for us coming?
Yeah, we definitely. I was looking at the data yesterday. So this whole week is about data. I try to tell myself what we're doing next year and where the market. Canada is actually top three.
Yeah.
For VeVe. So I definitely want to do Canada next year. Alex, can you also earmark?
Yeah, I've been looking into. Well, I guess we're spilling the beans now. Yeah, I've been looking into Toronto. So hopefully we can make that happen. I know there's a lot of VeVe fam in Canada, one of which was up here, Superstar Rob and Joe. Obviously, a lot of people who join my space on a weekly basis are Canadian, and they represent hard. So I'm excited to get up there.
Yeah, definitely we'll try. It's
let's not forget my collectibles, although he's on the other side.
There is a large stack of us, which will be super excited to be able to hear this, and I do have a spare bedroom if you need. You're welcome to it. But
you may regret that offer, Viper.
That's okay. The weather is shit for a period of time, so you may want to tap into that.
Remind me of the dates on Toronto again.
It's like there's 7 days that are nice of the year, and then the rest of it is just kind of snow. Oh, I'll have to look it up, Alex. I don't know if
that's so sad.
7 days. That's nice.
But they're really like a really solid, great 7 days. But beyond that, it's kind of cool.
Okay, let's find out when the Comic-Con's there or something or some.
Yeah, I have events. I already have it written down, David. I just don't have it at the top of my head. But yeah, I've been looking at other events. I know you mentioned even Singapore last night, so I had to start looking into that one. So I got Toronto, Singapore, and then we want to get down to Latin America as well.
Yeah, I personally I will be at Singapore at Comic-Con weekend. By the way, if there's fans there want to do a meetup, something for VeVe, do let me know. Dan unfortunately will not be joining. He has another schedule prearranged. So reason being is Singapore's I think top 8 if you take out all the European countries. So we're gonna go map it out. Yeah.
That's a random.
Yeah, if you take out all of these countries,
top 8 minus 10.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we can't do every single stop in Europe.
Of course,
right? So
yes,
I go. If we do Europe, it's one lot. If 2 places.
If I'm not mistaken, does DCON London? Does it always London or does it move around? I think it's always London, isn't it?
I don't know. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Star Wars Celebration. The European one moves around.
Yeah.
So back to the actual top 3 where the VeVe belongs. It's March 17th in Toronto.
Yeah, that's why I was looking at it, because I know it's soon.
You will want to have a toque and a coat. It's not super great in March, but
It's what's funny is David asked me what the weather was going to be like in November for DCON. He's like, "Is it going to be quite cold? Do I have to wear a jacket?" I'm like, "Bro, last year it was like 85 degrees and I was sweating like a pig in there because they didn't have AC." So yeah, do expect warm weather for DCON November, Anaheim.
Yes, I'm so excited. Hey, Viper, thanks for coming up. Randy, what's up, bud?
Good evening. Who's excited?
Who's excited?
Everybody.
Thank you so much for having me. How's everyone?
Everybody's good, man. Everybody's good. So what hour are you on your 69-hour stream?
We completed 35 hours, and we're on there. We are slightly more than halfway there.
So when does the I don't know, the hilarity start to kick in, where you just have the slap happies?
That's already happened.
Yeah, that has happened already.
Yeah, for sure.
Randy, I'll try to jump in briefly before I leave town.
Thanks, VeVe Magic.
Yeah. Was there a purpose to the 69-hour stream? What was the choice to do this?
So the first time I did something that was kind of long was 16 hours. David happened to come on, and the second time there was no intention for David to come on, but he came on like the 30th hour. We wound up pretty much doubling it. We did 33 hours, and I thought, okay, well, I guess if next time I should do it, I should double it again. But if I'm going to double it to 66, I might as well add the extra 3 hours and make it 69 because it's nice.
Is 69 ever nice? No, sorry. This is just a lot of work. Yeah, man. Well, once we're wrapped up here, we're wrapping up pretty soon here. If you guys want to jump over to Randy's YouTube channel, he's doing a 69-hour stream, and he's got a bunch of guests that have been stopping by: Queen VeVe and VeVe Fam, VeVe Meister, Danny DeBull is on there right now. Randy, if you have any questions you want to fire towards David and Alex while you're on here, feel free to do so.
Yeah. So first off, Alex, congratulations on the wedding. We've been chatting you out, the past couple weeks on streams and all that. Hope everyone's very happy. If you do have time, at some point over the next 35 hours, if you could hop in for a little bit, that'd be great. If you can't, I completely understand. David, thanks for coming on. I guess a question. You guys have your fingers to the pulse and ears to the ground in this space very heavily. Do you know of any other digital collectibles project that has people that does this type of thing, like a 3-day stream?
No. That's a personal answer, but I guess Alex, David, do you know? Oh, we lost Alex. I think. Oh, Alex had a 6 o'clock.
He had to bounce anyway.
He had to bounce at 6. So, I don't think I've heard of anybody who is this passionate in this particular space. Personally, there's a lot of NFT projects that are out there, but I don't think that you don't hear as many people getting so vocal about it, at least in the IRL. But Alex, what do you think? Oh, he's back.
I think part of this, what I want to do is pretty much show the space that there's nothing that the VeVe fam can't do if they work together.
I think that's a fact for sure. Yeah. Well, guys, I have to close this out. Really appreciate everybody who came and stopped by. David, Alex, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us for
Thank
VeVe
you guys
Happy Hour.
so much.
Yeah, it's been an awesome time. If there is anything that we should leave off with, it is that, hey, if you can make it to DCON, please do. If you can't, totally understand. Keep a watch out for what they're doing. And we love you guys. We can't wait to do another space like this. Alex has got his Don't AMA coming back next Friday.
Yeah,
and
that's a good
super
space.
stoked for that. It's going to be a good Halloween special. And everybody have a great rest of your month.
Love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow.
Sounds great. See you soon, Randy.
Appreciate
I'll be
it.
joining.
Yeah, thanks, Alex.
Thank you
Thanks,
guys
David.
so
Really
much.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.